See if YouTube is going live. Cool. Looks like we're live. All right. No issues there. No crashes. Okay. What's up, Margot? What's up, Ali? What's up, Primal? So, guys, I don't know how many of you guys have seen I made a video about Claude, using it for storytelling videos. If you haven't, I'll give you brief context. Basically, I made this. What's up, 1J? Thanks for joining. Made this video on Instagram where you could use a prompt that I'm using currently to give me a breakdown of viral storytelling videos. Reason being is because I see all these creators online talking about how important it is to have storytelling content as well as signature series content on your page to stand out. And as we all know, or maybe we don't, as I know, all these storytelling videos that are going, gangbusters viral follow a certain pattern. Not all of them follow the same pattern, but they're very methodical, strategized, structured a certain way. And so I wanted to have a Claude be able to break some of that down. So first thing I did here was I went to Instagram, and hopefully that's making sense by the way with that context. So if you guys have questions on what I'm talking about, just let me know in the chat. I typed in, I think I typed in my story originally. I'm trying to remember exactly how I found this one that says building a business empire from age 22. Let's see. Yeah, it was. Okay, so I typed in my story. Disregard where it says my story, his story. Let me just remove that actually. So I typed in my story on Instagram. It showed me a ton of storytelling videos. I found one about this guy who is building a business empire at age 22. That was basically how it started. Let me just actually search for it so I'm not spending so much time scrolling for you guys. Building a business empire at 22. Let's see if that comes up. No, I don't think so. All right, anyways. For the sake of time, I'll just show you what I did. So I went to my story, right? And I scrolled down. What's up, AI with Zach? Scroll down. You guys have seen me do this a million times, so I'm not obviously keeping anything from you. But I scrolled down, and then I found one in particular that was about some guy he bought a bowling alley that shut down in Chicago. And all I did, again, I just found it from this page here. As soon as I found it, so let's just say like this video, for example, or let me actually give you a better example here. Hold on. Oh, this is it right here. Okay, fire. So I don't even have to pretend like to find something. This was the video. So I typed in my story and it came up with this right here. This guy that bought a bowling alley. So I copied the link and I went to get the script. You guys have seen me. 1J, I'm sure 1J knows. He's seen me do this process a million times. 1J, how's your day going, by the way? Zach, thanks for joining. Authentic Growth Coach, thanks for joining, man. Right now I'm sharing a process on, if anyone here has seen, I made a reel recently about a Claude storytelling bot prompt. I'm currently showing the chat an updated version of this new prompt, which is super sick. Helps break down storytelling videos. So I found this video on Instagram, went to copy text, right? So I found the transcript, copy text, put it into Claude, which I did here. And what Claude did was it gave me back, originally for my very first video on this, it gave me back a like a fill-in-the-blank template, but I wanted it to give me a little bit more context because I wanted to not just rely on fill-in-the-blank templates of other scripts. I wanted to actually understand like the psychology, the emotions, some of the choices of wording, blah, 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 blah. So I had it break it down this way. So it starts by doing a line-by-line breakdown. It gives me the emotion of the hook, as well as like just some basic technique that's used here. Then it goes down to the next line. It says, here's the emotion. This is a surprise emotion. Here's the technique. He basically uses his age, and then he also uses risk as a combination here. With the young age, makes the decision feel more impressive, right? So like, I'm trying to have AI break down why he used these sentences in a certain order. And it goes through, Claude goes through and breaks this down line by line for the entire script. And then towards the end, it'll give me a list, like a bullet point, where it says, For the hook or for the first main, first 4 sentences of your video, for storytelling that is, state a bold, surprising past action, give your age at the time, ask the viewer a direct question about why you'd take that risk, and then introduce a twist that contradicts what you just said. And then it gives me a setup, stakes. We've been talking about this a lot for the past week on these lives, is all of these viral storytelling videos have stakes, or the hidden downside, or the looming downside of what could go wrong if this goal isn't achieved. It has a climax, a payoff, a CTA. Now, when I was doing this for myself, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to just copy and paste this without really thinking about it for a while. So I was like, okay, can you just give me an example script using these bullet points? And so it gave me this. It said, here's an example script. And so with the bullet points that it gave up above, the breakdown line by line with the psychology and whatnot, gave me a new script, right? That's using the same principles, psychology, framework, whatever, from the original video, and now turning it into a new video. So it says 3 years ago, I turned my grandma's garage into a bakery. This guy's video is about, he bought a bowling alley that shut down in Chicago. So already we're like, this is a whole different video, right? So it says 3 years ago, I turned my grandma's garage into a bakery. I was 19 years old, doing something most people said would fail. Why would anyone try to run a bakery with no training and no money? Now that same garage bakery ships cookies to 5 different states, right? And so now I have the line-by-line breakdown, so I can understand the psychology of each line of the script. I now have the bullet points of the script structure, and now I have an example script that I can kind of glean from. So all of this, again, as I'm starting to progress in my content skill set, I'm trying to go from relying on templates and stealing line by line or hook by hook, and trying to think more in principles and psychology. Oh, I see that this guy used a hook where he said his age and maybe time delay, or he mentioned a dream outcome as the first sentence. And I also notice in all of these stories that they all have certain stakes, where if the goal isn't achieved, then this happens. And I also notice that these stories have these quantifiable goals, right? All of these are things that I'm trying to, more vague principles that I'm trying to understand, so that I can make stories with my understanding of principles and not just relying on fill-in-the-blank templates, if that makes sense. So I think this bot prompt here is my best iteration so far for storytelling videos. Tiago, my right-hand man throughout all of this, which 1J knows, or 1J knows Tiago quite well at this point. My right-hand man, Tiago, has been helping me. He's my behind-the-scenes strategist with some of my content as well. He's been helping me take these types of principles, this type of output from Claude, and helping me turn this into our series for our own page. And now we have something that we can actually work with. This is a super simple script for a storytelling video that Tiago was able to, after studying all of these storytelling videos, understanding the principles, blah, 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 we're able to come up with the script of our own. And if 1J's in the chat here, 1J, this might come up. Oh, is this? Okay, never mind. I thought my screen was cut off. If 1J's in the chat still, 1J might be celebrating with us here, because we've been at this for the past couple weeks here, as 1J would know. Tiago's the GOAT, yeah. And so 1J had to sit through a lot of these lives with us as we're trying to figure out how are we going to script out this next storytelling video, for a while, for the past couple of lives, it was just a lot of us studying, a lot of us playing with Claude, a lot of us trying to figure out story structures. And now, thanks to Tiago, we have a full-blown script, which now that I've showed you guys the storytelling bot prompt, I've showed you the newest iterations of it. I'm actually going to try to, I'm crossing my fingers, hopefully OBS doesn't crash, but I'm going to try to record this live for with you guys right now. So if this video does well, regardless if it does well or not, you guys are going to be able to see me doing a live filming or live voiceover of our new signature series, thanks to Tiago. Okay, so if this becomes a hit series in the future, you'll be able to see this video and be like, wow, this is where it all started, right here, live in front of us, thanks to our boy Tiago. Okay. All right. Tiago, quickly, is there anything I need to do before I film this? For anyone that's watching the clip of me talking about the storytelling bot prompt, do I need to stop this stream? You want me to keep this stream going and just keep it going and you clip it, or just send them the stream? Is there anything that I need to do before I transition into this next phase of this live, basically? Let me know, and then...
Yeah, the only thing that I
okay.
would recommend doing here is that if you scroll down, so you have the script and below you have like the scene breakdown. Just so you get like an idea of what the video is going to visually look like. Maybe that's going to help you.
Yeah. Right here?
Yeah.
Where it says filming notes?
Yeah, that's how I call it. Yep.
All right. So it says subject stands outside of a car in the snow next to a house. Well, I hate to tell you, Tiago, but I don't live in the snow, but I can stand outside my car for sure. You can record yourself with your mic visible. Yep. Cut to the subject sitting inside the car. Shot of a cozy condo living room. Brief cut. Close up laptop screen. Nice. Were you able to do this with Claude as well? Because we could make this another watch this video. I think you told me, right?
Part 3. That's going to be part 3, yeah.
Fire. Okay, cool. Okay. Cut back to the subject. Nighttime footage. Final cut. Cool. All right, let's do it. Hey, Ved, thanks for joining. We are about to film. Rachel, thanks for joining. You guys are about to watch me live record a voiceover for a storytelling video on my page. So you're going to see me stumble quite a lot. I actually don't think I don't think I'll stumble that much with this simple of a script. But you'll be able to watch me live record content, which I think could be interesting. We haven't done that yet on these lives. And this is all under the guise that this stream doesn't crash right now. So hopefully it doesn't, because I'm about to start recording. Tiago, anything else before I try to get into the script here? Oh, Tiago might have left. That's fine. Anything else, Tiago, in the chat? All good? Cool. All right, guys. Cool. All right, so let's try it. So this is going to be a new addition to these live streams. Usually we spend a lot of these streams researching content, doing the pre-production. Now you guys are going to see me live producing content. The quick context for anyone that just joined here is, and for anyone that's new to my page too, we go live every day, Monday through Friday. And the reason why I keep saying we is because I am not an expert, right? I am growing my page in public, so I'm learning in public. And so when I say the words we, like we go live Monday through Friday, I'm talking about you guys and myself, because we are learning together. That's why we go live, right? So these live streams are dedicated every single day for us to get better at content. I am willing to make a fool out of myself and make mistakes when it comes to research, when it comes to recording content, when it comes to editing content, when it comes to content, I don't know, advice or whatever. Like, I'm willing to look like a fool for the sake of all of us learning together. And so I'm about to possibly look like a fool again as I try to stumble my way throughout this script here. Jamie, thanks for joining. Let's go ahead now. Jamie, if this is your first time on one of these streams, I was just letting everyone know that we go live Monday through Friday. We, as in you guys and me, to learn content together. What I'm about to do right now is film a storytelling video. I have it all scripted out thanks to Tiago in the chat. And I'm going to film it live in front of you guys. And when I say film it, I'm going to do a voiceover with my mic. So let's see if I can do it in one take. All right. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. How is the YouTube? Okay, YouTube stream is looking fine. Cool. All right, let's see if I can do it in one take. For a quick context, too, about this script, what this storytelling script is, I'm basically telling a story about these lives, similar to like what I just did to you guys. I'm going to create, the goal here is to create a series on my page about me going live and helping people one-on-one every single day for free, because I am trying to build my own brand, learn content with you guys, and document the whole thing. Okay? So let's see if I can do it in one take here. I should be good at this because I yap every day on stream. Here we go. Instagram recording. All right, cool. Looks like nothing crashed, so we should be good. Here we go. I can't charge for my expertise yet, so today is day 1 of helping strangers online one-on-one live for free. But let me start from the beginning. 6 months ago, I decided to build my own personal brand. Problem is, in my 14 years of creating content, I've made a whopping $0, even after generating over 13 million views. My solution? I'm going live every day to help anyone online until someone hits 10,000 followers. So every evening after work, I'm live streaming because charging for my personal branding services at this moment just does not feel right. So I'm starting now, and I'm using this leaderboard to track progress. So follow along to see how long it takes. Okay, I stumbled through my words on one of the sentences, but I think that was good for the most part. Let me try it again. Tiago or 1J, do we need to revise? I like how simple this storytelling script is. Do we need to revise this hook at all? I can't charge for my expertise yet. Oh no, this is pretty much just like the I can't afford, right? I can't afford to pay for my girlfriend, whatever. Okay, so I think we're good, right? I can't charge for my expertise. I think that's fine. Lucas, thanks for joining. Oh, my bad. I think you should pick between one-on-one, live, online. Those were options. Okay, got it. All right, no worries. No worries. We're going to do a round 2 right now. Cool. 1J, Lucas, Jamie, Rachel, Hey Ved, anyone else that's in the chat. You guys are watching me make a fool of myself as I try to record a voiceover of my next storytelling video. What's up, Masil? Thanks for joining. All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. I can't charge for my expertise yet, so today is day 1 of helping strangers one-on-one for free on live. But let me start from the beginning. 6 months ago, I decided to build my own personal brand. The problem is, in my 14 years of creating content, I've made a whopping $0, even after generating over 13 million views. My solution? I'm going live every single day to help anyone online until someone hits 10,000 followers. So every evening after work, I'm live streaming because charging for my personal branding services at this moment just does not feel right. So I'm starting now, and I'm using this leaderboard to track progress. Follow to see how long it takes. Bye. Okay. All right. How was that one, guys? I'm going to use the chat as some real-time script or voiceover feedback. Tiago, I said as the hook, I said, today is day 1 of helping strangers one-on-one on live for free. So I basically said like multiple keywords. Would you prefer if I said today is day 1 of helping strangers online for free? Or today is day 1? Oh yeah, maybe I should say today is day 1 of helping strangers online for free. Right? That's probably simpler. We good with that? 1J, what do we think? Now you guys are going to be directly involved in how well this video performs. So if this video doesn't do well, then it's your guys' fault. That was good, but yeah, maybe I would just pick one. Cool. All right. Cool. Let's try it one more time. I'm going to keep this recording still going. I feel like if I try to do a new recording, my stream will crash. Rachel says, I can't charge is a better start. It's more interesting. Nice. Okay. So we do start with I can't charge for my expertise, right? Is that what you're referring to, Rachel, before I go through this next voiceover? Or do you have another suggestion? I like this. This is an interactive session. You guys are the way you had it originally. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. All right, let's do it. 3. I'm going to do the voiceover again now. 3, 2, 1. I can't charge for my expertise yet, so today is day 1 of helping strangers online for free. But let me start from the beginning. 6 months ago, I decided to build my own personal brand. The problem is, in my 14 years of creating content, I've made a whopping $0, even after generating over 13 million views. My solution? I'm going live every single day to help anyone online until someone hits 10,000 followers. So every evening after work, I'm live streaming because charging for my personal branding services at this moment just does not feel right. So I'm starting now, and I'm using this leaderboard to track progress. Follow to see how long it takes. Bye. What do we think? I think that was pretty solid, guys. I think that was pretty solid. I think I'm good to end this recording. Hopefully, I'm just ending the recording of what I just did here. I'm not ending the live stream. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash by doing so. Is there any line that you think is weak? Not really. Not really. I mean, I've made a whopping $0. You know, Tiago, as you know, you and I have made money from social media, but not from this brand. So I think it's totally fine. Even after generating, yeah, I think it's solid. I'm going to end this recording. Just so you guys know, I'm also I'm recording this voiceover while I'm live streaming. I'm going to end the recording now. If anything happens to the stream, just know I will restart it. All right, we're good. We're good. Cool. All right, so we have that voiceover done. We're all good. Let me just confirm that. Nice. Okay, cool. Let me rename this. New series episode 1 voiceover. Okay. All right. I have 2 screens in case you guys are wondering what I'm doing. I just was... why can't I... Alright, am I frozen? Chat? Uh-oh. I think we're still good, right? Uh-oh. Chat, hopefully you guys are still there. Hold on, my computer's frozen. Okay, all good. All right, I think we're back. Tiago or Rochelle, if you're still here, can someone tell me what Rochelle, I'm trying to remember who it was, what she said? I saw that she left a comment, but I was doing my voiceover. Let me see if I can find it still on my phone. I had to restart the live on one of my screens here. Let me see if I can join on my phone. Yeah, I just see Tiago's comments. Yeah, even on your phone. Okay. I think we're... are we still live, guys? It's showing that it's paused. So Rachel, if we are still live, Rachel, sorry that you're just watching me go through all these live stream logistic difficulties here. I saw something that Rachel has started the Jesse G and Yap challenge. Something of that sort. It froze on Instagram. Tiago, if you can hear me, can you join the Google Meet real quick? Sorry, I know you're trying to watch the game.
Yeah, dude. It looks like
I think it
Instagram.
crashed. Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram ended, but YouTube is looking good.
Okay. YouTube, hold on one second. We're going to temporarily pause this as we go to try to go back to Instagram Live. I figured that would happen. Anytime that I got the recording still, so that's good.
Okay.
And OBS didn't crash, so that's also good. It just Instagram just bugged out.
Okay.
So everything's good there. I have the recording. I figured that would happen when you're, whenever you start and stop a recording during a live stream, there's always issues. So it's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can just record the whole session and then you can just cut it.
That's true. Tuesday live.
So you're just restarting it, basically.
Yeah, I'm just restarting the live, but we got everything that we need so far, right? Like we have the
Okay.
storytelling stuff for YouTube. So if anyone's watching this YouTube,
Yeah, that
they have
all
that.
was pretty good. Yeah, I'm just
And
gonna
then,
use that.
sweet. And then we have the Instagram recording for the series. I thought your series idea or your series script is great, dude.
Nice, awesome.
No,
Thank
no
you.
changes there. Let's go save output. I think it's great. I was bummed that it crashed right when
Yeah.
Rachel left that comment because I didn't read it all, but I saw that she
I have a screenshot. I'm gonna put it under client ones.
I saw that she said something about like excited to follow you.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I just send it to the client ones.
All
Yeah.
right.
You yeah. You can read it later.
All right. So we should be back now. Let me make sure Instagram is chilling. Who dat? Who dat joined? What's up, who dat? Thanks for joining. You're looking at my I'm trying to start up stream again. Our stream just crashed temporarily. My bad. Okay. I have another topic I want to talk about anyways. I really do like these lives because I can just talk about everything. I can really truly, yeah.
Hey, so YouTube just kept going because
Yeah, we're still in here. We're chilling with YouTube. What's up, YouTube?
nice, awesome.
Yeah. It was just Instagram that had a problem. All right, YouTube, we're going to go back to the show in 1 second. Try to make sure all of our Instagram friends are taken care of here. So we're good? You can hear me and everything? All right, I'm going to trust, Tiago, I'm going to trust that the stream on Instagram's working fine. For some reason, I can't join it on my phone, but I think that's fine. Oh, there we go. I got it. Okay. Joined on my phone. Cool. All right. Can you read this? I can now. Yep. 1J, what's going on, man? Hey, sorry, the stream crashed. I told you, at least I prepared you guys. Stream crashed, we're back. I was recording a video while I was streaming, and you know, sometimes it happens to OBS. All good. 1J, I think you're gonna like this discussion though, because I have something else that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Okay, so you just saw me. Today's been a pretty productive stream so far. We were able to share some updates on the storytelling bot prompt. I was able to do a live voiceover thanks to Tiago's script from the series. All of that series studying that we've been doing paid off with Tiago's help. Okay, so that was good. We were able to record that. We were able to get the storytelling bot prompt done, which will be good. And now I want to share with you guys some updates that I know 1J will find interesting because I'm sure you learned this from Ava as well. You know, I've been hearing a lot from very smart people that are much smarter than myself on how important topics are above all else, right? I've made a video about this prior. And you might have seen my Instagram story yesterday. Oops, it just goes to live. Oh well. I posted an Instagram story yesterday, even though this video hasn't gone like whatever. The goal isn't to go like super viral or anything, but like even though this video hasn't gotten a bajillion views, the insights on this video, without any like really any heavy research, scripting, any sort of hook breakdown, the insights were really pretty awesome on this video. Why can't I see the retention graph? I guess I can't show you on desktop. Whatever. On my Instagram story, I don't know how I can share my story now, but on my story from yesterday, the retention graph on this video, all the way up compared to regular, even though, again, I mean, video only has 3,000 views. I think this is a win in my book. But like compared to my average reel, this video way above average on the graph. Same thing with this video here, even though, again, I mean, both these videos aren't going to get like tens of millions of views or anything. But compared to average videos, think about like a video where I might have spent, maybe an hour doing heavy topic research, hook research, thinking about the script structure, figuring out the different formats and whatever. These two videos were literally just off the cuff, like within 10 minutes, and heavily emphasizing the core topic of right now. These two trending topics of like the World Cup. And I'm really pleased with how, when you look at the graphs, again, I don't know why I can't share my story, which that sucks, whatever. But when you look at the insights, which, maybe, can I go on edits here? No, I don't want to boost this reel. But when I go to the insights on my phone, you can see how this video just is vastly outperforming same with the one yesterday, like any recent reels. And that's a win in my book because it took me literally like 5 minutes of preparation, right? Even though it's not something like spectacular by any means, where it's got tens of millions of views or whatever the case is, it's still a win in my book because I was able to post a video that is performing at the top of my recent reels with literally minimum effort on the front end. So I've been doing a lot of experimenting with topic selection and how important trending topics as well as proven topics are, as we've talked about previously on these lives. What's up, Alex? Alex Quate's here. What's up, Alex Quate? Thanks for joining the lives. And then Alex She Lit. Thanks for joining. What we were talking about right now, I was just talking with 1J and some of the other folks in the chat. I've been experimenting a lot with how important topics are versus anything else. You know, you hear a lot about how important hooks are. Everyone says like you need to spend like all your energy on, the first 3 seconds of the video. The hook's the most important thing, which I don't disagree by any means, but you always hear hooks, or sometimes you'll hear about formats, right? But the majority of the time when it comes to content, people try to like optimize around the hooks. So I've been posting some videos, as well as like when I look at my best performing videos, the one thing that they all have in common so far on this page is the topic above all else. So every video that I have on my page, and so like these two were just tests from today, because I literally posted them with 5 minutes of I didn't think about any viral hooks. I didn't think about any script structure. I didn't think about any like editing hacks. I didn't think about anything when it came to preparation. I just knew that like these were trending topics, like yesterday's video and then this one right here. And so I just made videos off the cuff, literally like 5 minutes of effort. This one took a little bit longer just to get all the pictures and stuff, but this one I was able to just like spit out rapidly. And when I look at the graphs on my phone, which I'll have to show you guys some of my phone analytics at some point. What's up, King Conch? The retention graph is above the roof here on these. So what's up, King Conch? We're just talking about how important I've been experimenting a lot with topic selection. I've noticed that in all my best performing videos, can I go to sort feed to do that? I can't do sort feed on my, oh yeah, I can. Okay. All of my best performing videos, the one thing that they have in common is the topic, right? Hey, your Messi post was awesome. Just use USA's FIFA loss. So sad, but to make the quickest post to tie into under contracts, not my best, but hopping on the trending topics trends. 100%. What's up, Rachel? Thanks for joining back. As I mentioned to you previously, the stream crashed when we were doing the recording earlier, but thanks for joining back. I just chopped the mic in half. All right, we're back. Going back to Alex's point, yes. So what I've noticed as well with all of my best performing videos, so this one here, the yapping one, this one, the stitch. I don't know why this one Why doesn't show? Oh, this is for the past 25, whatever. So these are my past 25 best performing videos. All of them have done well because of the topic. Like they all share the exact same thing in common, which is they're talking about some sort of trending or topic that's in demand, like getting dangerously good at content, posting every single day for a year. These are all things that, like, if you type in these search or these phrases, there are tons of viral videos on them. Claude, Speed, and Ronaldo, 10 out of 10 creators to study. This is based on a format that was going crazy. Yapping, Claude, Stitch, this follower hack, cheat code, 7 levels. This one was trending a couple weeks ago. Yapping, talking head, new viral method. And then if I go to all time on this page, the videos that have gone or that have done really, really well. Let me go back and see if I can share all of them. If I scroll down and share you or show the videos that have really gone viral, like this one here with the 121,000. This one has Claude as the topic, right? So trending and proven topic. So it's trending right now, it's very popular, but also like AI and Claude will continue to be popular moving forward and has been popular for a long time. So it has this, right, for this one. When I look at this one with 22,000, this one was about yapping. When I look at this one with 23,000, this one was about instance, right? So this was also like a trending topic. Never using links on Instagram. This one is almost at 100,000, and this one was about links in bio. The topic here did the heavy lifting because if you look this up on Instagram, there are so many people that talk about like links in bio, what links to use on Instagram. So it's the topic. Like you could change the hook to anything. It could literally just be like, I could start off the videos. I should preface by saying I could start off the video and I do need to have like a pretty decent hook, but I don't need to spend as much time, at least in my opinion, on the hook in this video as I do with others because the topic is already just so in demand. Same thing again, like with AI or Claude, right? Like a lot of videos, all the people that are like blowing up talking about AI content, a lot of them are talking about Claude right now for a good reason. This one here, that's at almost 470,000 views now, is about yapping, right? This one that's at 12,000 was also about this one was about trial reels. So now I actually need to make a video about trial reels because I'm seeing that is also a topic that a ton of people make videos on that does really well. Is there anything else here? Any other ones that I thought was interesting? Hooks. I think that was it. Dangerously good at content. Yeah. So I think that's it. So all of them share that in common. All of them have a topic that's in demand, like 7 levels of content creation. This one is based on a proven format on YouTube. So like there are several viral videos on YouTube that start with 7 levels. This one is Speed and Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo, of course, yesterday, like if you go on Google Trends, Ronaldo is getting tens of millions of searches, like basically by the hour at some parts of the day, which is pretty crazy. But Ronaldo just by himself, like he is always a trending topic. Same thing with I Show Speed, like those two, right? They are, if you make a video on either of these people, it will do well. And obviously this video, like it has 3,000 views. It's not anything to me, I'm very pleased with it, but to the average person, they might think like it's only 3,000. It's not like going crazy viral. But again, what I'm really pleased with is that this video took me 5 minutes to make because I just put all my effort onto what the current topic of demand was, right? So that doesn't mean like for every piece of content I make moving forward is going to be about a trending topic because then I'm just constantly chasing trends. But it means that 80% of my effort moving forward with some of my next pieces of content will be focused on the topic. Even if it's not trending currently, I need to like make sure that whatever I am talking about, if I'm talking about like hooks, for example, like if I type in hooks right now on Instagram, it's not trending, but I know I will find several viral videos talking about hooks, right? All of these videos go crazy. Everyone wants to know about hooks. So that to me, that's a proven topic. Because I can scroll down this page and all of these creators have videos that are just getting stupid views talking about hooks. So that to me would be a proven topic. And so moving forward, a lot of the videos that I make will be centered around these types of ideas, that the topic is heavily in demand. One thing that I've been seeing a lot of is this idea of, and this is specifically for like content creation, the content creation niche, but this applies to everything. One thing I've been seeing a lot is this idea of a cult-like following. I've seen multiple videos by this lady as well as by other people that talk about building a cult-like following, right? This is from like dozens of viral videos from smaller creators. Like this lady has 40,000 views, or 40,000 followers. This lady has 29,000 followers. This lady has 97,000 followers. This guy has 52,000 followers. This guy has 1,000 followers, right? Like all these people are mentioning cult following. And so I might at some point make a video on that topic. So less around finding the hook. I mean, still, to me, it still will be, I will still put some energy into looking at what hooks people are using. Of course, I'll always be studying all the different components, but I will put more of my effort on the topic over everything else. Okay, that doesn't mean, should be clear, that doesn't mean I'm not going to research hooks and formats and all that stuff. Of course, like that's what I do on all these lives. But I will be looking at what topics are people talking about. And one of the ways that I've found that has worked for me, we're going to get a little tactical here. This might be a little too in the weeds, but hold on. Let me move this over to the other screen real quick. This is another way that I found that has worked. So hold on. Let me move this back. Cool. So basically there's two ways that I've been looking at it recently. And as you guys know, a lot of people that have been here before, who's in here right now? Big Sky. What's up, Matei? As you guys know, like I am by no means, you guys have heard me say this a million times, by no means am I a content expert, but I'm definitely on the journey of becoming one, right? That's why I do these lives. That's why I make content on my page, so you guys can see my process of like how I'm making content, how I'm thinking through things. There's basically two ways that I've found that have helped me tremendously. If I'm ever making a video on like a trending topic, those videos are like almost always going to perform at least to my average baseline or above in my experience, just because like the trending topic does a lot of the heavy lifting. But if I don't always want to rely on trending topics, for example, like if I don't want to keep making videos about the World Cup or speed or whatever the case is, one thing that I have been doing, this is how I was able to find like the yapping video ideas as well as the ideas about Claude, is I'll go to, I just have a basic Google Sheets. I try to keep everything super basic with Tiago, and we will go to, we actually just refined this a little bit, but we used to have like a crazy list here for topic research. And so right now we just have 7 creators, but as I don't know if, for some of the people that have been in here for a while, you guys might have seen at one point, I had this Google Sheet with like 50 creators in here that ranged. I try to keep all of them to be small creators that are in my niche. And then what I'll do is I'll go to, for example, like this guy, right? And then I'll go to his page. I'll go to Sort Feed, which is a Chrome extension for free. I do all this on the computer, by the way, so I don't get in the habit of doom scrolling for an hour. And so you guys can see this. Thank you, Rachel. Yes, on the journey to become one, for sure. That's why I go on live. So I'll go and sort his most popular videos. This guy's most popular videos. This guy's funny. This dude's awesome, by the way. You should follow him. This dude's a funny one because he just like rinses his most popular videos, which is a great strategy. So I can clearly see like this is a good topic to make content on, and the topic being becoming disgustingly good at content, right? Like that phrase, disgustingly good at content, or 4 videos that will make you disgustingly good at content. This idea here or topic performs extremely well for him every single time he makes a video on it. And so I say this one's a funny one because usually like I will try to cross-reference outliers from all different competitors, but in this case, like he's had so many viral videos on the same topic of getting disgustingly good at content that I know that it would do pretty well, which it has. Every time that I've done it on my page, it's done really well. So I found this video here, 4 videos that will make you disgustingly good at content, and then I did this. I did something similar right here with 10 out of 10 unusual ways, and I got 13,000 views. And then I thought I did another one, 10 out of 10 creators to study. This one got 4,000 views, which to me is great. And then 10 out of 10 habits to get disgustingly good at to get dangerously good at content. This one got 3,000 views, which to me is also great. Okay. So again, like I tell you guys this a million times, obviously like to some people, 2,700 views, 3,000 views, to a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's nothing. You know, like these are baby numbers. To me, these are all good indicators for me. You know, like where I'm at currently, videos that are getting 3,000 views ish are really good. I'm basically getting like I'm basically making content that appeals to at least half the people following me. This is like a new baseline that I'm reaching, right? You guys got to think like in May of this year, so that was literally 2 months ago, my baseline of views, like my average view per video was like 700 views. Now my baseline is starting to move up to 3,000, right? So like I can see this progression of, okay, my baseline's going from 700 to 300 to 10,000 to blah, 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 blah. So to me, that's all great. Okay. So that's why I say I'm on the journey, because I can share, like, to me, these are wins. To other people, they're losses. To me, I clearly can see that these are markers of progress. And so, you know, I want to share everything that I'm currently learning. Let me go real quick. That's a fantastic baseline. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Matei. Didn't know about the sort feed. Yeah, dude, sort feed's great. I use it all the time, 24/7, free Chrome extension. What you do, I do all my research on the computer, one, so I can do it on live with you guys. Who just joined here? Elizabeth, thanks for joining. So I do all my research on live so you guys can see what I'm doing, but also on the desktop so I don't ever get in the habit of doom scrolling. Sort feed, it's on Google Chrome. Oh, I don't know if you, hold on, let me move to the left so you guys can see it a little bit. It's on Google Chrome, it's free, and how it works is you got to go to the Reels tab and then hit sort by views, and it'll sort by the most popular videos by views in the last 25 videos, looks like. Okay. So anyways, I have this creator watch list. So these are all small-ish creators in my niche, right? Right now I just have 7 because Tiago and I did a cleansing of this sheet. We used to have 50 on here. And I will go to each of their pages and I will sort by their most popular videos. And again, what I used to be doing, like literally 2 months ago, was I would try to steal specific hooks and visual hooks and everything like that. And I'm not saying that is necessarily wrong, but what I'm starting to realize as I level up my content skill set is it's less about the actual like fill in the blank hook, but it's more so around, one, the topic, as well as the underlying principles of the video. Like I'm trying to understand, okay, are there recurring topics that a lot of people are making content around and not just me stealing hooks? And then 2, what are the underlying psychological principles in these pieces of content? So I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Reason being is because, for example, if I find a viral hook from this lady, so let's sort from it. And it's funny I'm talking about this because I think she even talks about like not using fill in the blank stuff. So let's take this video, right? Like this video got 2 million views. She has 40,000 followers. This is a huge outlier. This could be one that literally 2 months ago, I would take this video and say, okay, this is an outlier. I'm going to put it on my sheet and I'm going to just like recreate it, right? And so I would, again, 2 months ago, I would like recreate it pretty closely. And now I'm trying not to do that because I want to be way more unique than that, you know, and I want to get better at my skill sets. So I'll walk you through my process with this. So this is a huge outlier. Crisis Cells. What's her name? Amelia Gonzamonte. That's a cool name. And I think I missed a comment, so hold on 1 second. I think I missed a comment from Alex. Sorry, Alex Quate. How are you using Geo and AEO to tie into viral topics when you're making your posts? That is a great, great question. The answer to that is I'm not really. Now this is specific to. I believe your question is more geared towards maybe like the real estate side. You know, my content that I'm making is appealing to a larger audience, right? In your case, how would you? Let me try to reframe the question and let's see if I'm on the right track. I'm thinking where your question's going is like, how do I take something like the World Cup and apply it to a small local area like where I'm at in North Carolina, right? Is that kind of where your thought process is, Alex Quate? If so, I'll walk you through some of the thought processes that I have. My content is never like geo specific just because I'm making content about content creation. So it's obviously different than making content about real estate, but I'm happy to share my thought process on how I would do it as a real estate agent. Again, as a non-expert though, so take my advice with a grain of salt. All right. So again, going back to this while I wait for Alex's response. What I used to do literally 2 months ago is I would see this video and I'd say, okay, let's figure out what the hook is.
I'm taking this.
And so her hook is this video proves that crisis sells, I think.
This video proves that crisis sells.
Okay. So what I would do 2 months ago is literally take that hook and be like, okay, let me recreate this. And so I would write down and again, like this is all still important for me internally to do. So I would find this video that's an outlier and I would write down the hook and I'd say, this video proves that crisis sells. And I'd write down the verbal hook. Oh, sorry. I'd write down the verbal hook, which is what she says. The text hook is what she has on screen, which was crisis sells. And then I don't think she doesn't have a super hook. And then I would even sometimes write down the script, right? Like I tried to break everything down. The problem with that, as I'm starting to get better at content, is so let's say I take this video and she says this video proves that crisis sells. And let's say I change the hook slightly and I say this video proves that emotion sells, right? I just changed one word. It's still completely aligned with her video. Like there's nothing unique about mine besides me changing a word and maybe changing the example. It's very easy to see where the original source of the video is, you know? But when I'm looking at trending or proven topics, and when I'm looking at principles in psychology, I can make content that still will get good engagement that is more unique. What I mean by that is if I go to my page, right? What's up, Briz? How are you? These last two videos that I've made have done better than my average view count so far. And these videos were not taken from an outlier video on someone's page. I did not use a viral hook. I did not use something like this is a more unique piece of content because I'm leveraging the topic that I know people are interested in and not so much the hook or finding like a video to just completely steal. Whereas 2 months ago, I'd find this video here. I'd say this is an outlier. Let me just recreate it and change a couple words, which again don't take this to say like that's necessarily like a terribly bad thing. It's not great by any means, but the reason why I pinned this post to my page is because I believe that there's different levels of content creation, and this idea of like stealing a video one-to-one and just changing the hook slightly is where I was a couple months ago as a level 2 creator. I think now I'm at like a level 3 and I'm trying to get to level 4. right? That's why I made this video. Even though this video, like, a lot of people pin their best performing posts. I could care less about that. I'm going to pin the post that I think is most aligned with my long-term thought process, which this video is a good summary of how I think. And so when I was a level 2 creator, as I described in this video, right, I would take a video like this and I would write down the hook and then I would just change a word and then basically recreate it, which again, nothing wrong starting out, but as I start to grow, I want to try to branch off, be more unique. Okay. Going back to Alex Quate, how are you using AI search optimization or building that into the topic post so that you, your page, your book come up in searches? Good question. The answer is I am not, and maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know too much about the AI search optimization world, honestly, at all. Right now, like the only thing I've been laser focused on for the past few months is just getting really good at organic content. So like even in the captions, like the captions of my videos, I don't stuff the captions with keywords or hashtags, anything like that at all. Or I guess I could be doing that on Threads because I do post on Threads too. I've just been literally just looking at the actual video itself. So I know that's not the answer maybe that you were looking for, but I have not really thought too much about search engine optimization. I've been thinking more so about like more so the discovery feature, I guess, which don't take that to be advice, like to not think about that stuff. It's just what I'm currently focused on. That's just not my realm of focus at the moment. Are question hooks helping your answer engine optimization grow? That's a good question. I do have some videos that do appear in search. For example, if I type in yapping or like how to yap better, right? If I type that in just on Instagram, I don't know if I show up on like ChatGPT or something, but if I search this up, I used to come up. I come up right here. I'm a little bit farther down, and then I come up right here again for yapping. Same thing with some other searches, like I think it was Claude, right? How to use Claude for Instagram, I think was one of them. Oops. Let me go to search. How to use Claude for Instagram. So maybe my videos come up on Google or chat or anything like that. I really wouldn't know. Yeah, like for this search term, how to use Claude for Instagram, is just Callaway, who is a freaking legend, by the way. Really, really awesome. And then me, I'm the third video on this question hook. So maybe this video, if I were to ask Claude, can you find me some Instagram videos about Claude for Instagram? I don't even think Claude can do that. Oh, this is for my storytelling bot. Oops. Yeah, no, okay. YouTuber Brock Johnson. No, okay. Yeah, so I don't honestly, Alex, this is where your realm of expertise with AI, like you have way more knowledge on AI. Even Tiago, you and Tiago both have way more knowledge on like AI search engine optimization, all that. Like Tiago is the expert when it comes to that stuff, the search engine world, AI world, etc. The only thing I've been laser focused in on is improving my overall organic content. So again, anticlimactic answer, but a truthful one. So there we go. Also, Alex, with these questions too, what I've been doing recently with some of these, I know this might be one of your first times on these lives. What I've been doing with a lot of folks that have joined the lives is doing a one-on-one hotline where they call in. So if you have some time, you'd love to hop on Google Meet. I know we've talked before. We've always had great conversations. If you'd like to join in on the live on Google Meet and we look at your page and we can all collectively as a chat give you some feedback on what could be maybe improved or some video ideas to try or how to research your next ideas, let me know. Send me a DM I'd love to put you on our hotline guest list. We have someone that's going to be joining tomorrow, and then possibly Thursday as well. So if you want to join on Friday or anytime next week, just send me a DM. We can definitely schedule that. Again, what I'm talking about here is just you joining in on a call. Sorry, you guys are just looking at my Instagram feed for a second. Just talking about you joining in on a call and us reviewing your page together. And that offer goes to everyone in here too. That goes for Rachel. That goes for 1J, Tiago, anyone who wants to hop in one-on-one and we all review your page together and just give you collective feedback as a community. Send me a DM. Tiago, what's the keyword for them to DM us? I'll tell you guys what to DM us. Give me 1 second. Tiago, if you're still here, is the keyword help to for them? Oh no, it's join. Okay, if you DM the word join, and I'll give this offer also to you, Rachel. If you want to call in on the if you want to join in on the hotline, where you call in and we look at your page and give you collective feedback, DM us the word join, JOIN, and we'll put you on the books because those lives are always fun. People love those. We have our most engaged sessions during those times, and we put all of those streams on YouTube too. So all the recordings will be there. You can watch those live sessions as many times as you want. They're great. People love them. So cool. Okay. I think I'm also going to message Matei too. Matei was in here earlier, and Matei's a freaking beast when it comes to content. Let me see if I can actually message him. Actually, I'll send him a voice memo. Cool. All right, guys. So that's it for today's live. Just some thoughts. For everyone on YouTube that's watching these these lives in the future, here's where we're currently sitting at. We're at 6765 in terms of our follower count. I realized today that I need to do a better job of documenting the actual number, the follower number. The whole point of these lives was to document the growth as I was growing, and I totally forgot to actually just like show a lot of the follower count. So we're at 6765. Right now we're growing about 100 followers a day. And our main strategy, I'm just going to give a summary for people on YouTube. By the way, if Alex or Rachel, if you guys haven't checked out the YouTube, I'll send you guys the YouTube after our hotline stuff. The YouTube has all the live replays. Anyways, for everyone on YouTube watching this, 6765 is where we're at on Instagram. The main strategy here is not to go viral with every post, but rather what Tiago and I have been working on is repositioning myself so that I can clearly communicate in each video that I'm not an expert. And so a lot of these videos have been, these two, for example, are just like fun trending topic experiments. But a lot of these ones here talk about what I'm currently learning. This is me talking about my journey a little bit more. This one is about me using AI, and same thing with me studying from creators. This is me trying content advice online. This is me giving raw thoughts on the future of social media, so on and so forth. So these videos, the latest videos that we've been making for quite some time have been, the main objective is to reposition, because the videos that have done really well on my page are, in my opinion, not positioned correctly. For example, like the video of me talking about Yap content that's almost at 500K. This one I think came off the way that I worded my sentences. It came off almost like I know, like this is the right approach. You like follow this. I know better than you kind of thing, and I don't want to do that. Same with this video here that got 100,000 views. This one came off where I was telling people like, don't do this, only do it this way. Like I was basically telling people like I was an expert kind of thing. Or at least I was kind of sharing it in that regard. And so a lot of our switch, even this video here with Claude, it was basically me telling people like, this is how you should use Claude to do blah, 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 blah. So a lot of our main focus as of late has been less around making content for the sake of virality, but more so making content with the right objective in mind. This one, for example, 10 out of 10 unusual ways to yap better. this is how I started. Ways to yap better, but they get increased. Okay, never mind. You can't even hear it. My audio sucked back then too. I was basically saying like, here are 10 out of 10 usual ways to yap better that they get increasingly more niche. And then I mentioned all of these creators, and I think in the caption I said, follow them. P.S. All these strategies work, as well as no strategy at all. It's up to you to decide what you like most. And then same thing with all of these here. I'm just framing everything from a first-person perspective as of late. All of these start, like even this video here, 10 out of 10 habits I'm learning to improve my content skills. 10 out of 10 habits I'm working on to improve my content skills. So all of our videos as of late are more so, the main objective is to make sure that everyone knows that I am a student before else, learning in public and not an expert. Because we've had enough videos that have popped that all I need to do at this point if I wanted to grow rapidly is to just double down on all of my best performing piece of content, but I want to make sure that I do it in the right way. So cool. A little bit of a longer summary for today's for the progress of where we're at, but yeah, that's where we're sitting at, 67, 65. We were at 900 followers May 9th, so that takes us 2 months ago. So 2 months, 6,000 followers. I think we're on good trajectory here. If we keep up the pace for the next 2 months, might be at 12,000 followers by September. Yeah, so cool. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today's live. Alex, feel free to send me a DM with the word join. 1J, I'm actually going to extend this offer to 1J. I know 1J joins as more of like a peer or a consultant, but 1J, the offer goes to you too if you want to hit join, or if you want to DM join, and you can give us too, like instead of us maybe giving you feedback on your page, you just giving us some of your knowledge, because you are always super knowledgeable in these chats. You always have such good insights to share. That could be a great lesson where we learn from you as well. So it's a two-sided street. We're happy to help other people with what we've learned, as well as learn from other people that can help us. Okay? All right, guys. We're wrapping it up for today. Any other last closing thoughts? Was today a good live? Did you guys find some value in today's session? We touched on a lot of topics today. Literally, we touched on topics today, as well as storytelling and a whole bunch of other stuff. Cool. All right. All right, folks. Well, that's it. That's all I got. Can't wait to yap. Yeah, let's go. Heck yeah. Yeah, we would love to have you on the hotline, or even becoming a recurring guest. You know, we are looking for recurring hotline guests. So that would be awesome. 1J, yeah, dude. I know. Send me a DM with join, dude. We'd love to hear from you as well on the hotline. So cool. All right, guys. I'm ending the stream now. If you guys need anything else, just send me a message with some requests or whatever. And thanks again for a great live, as always. I'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific, as always. And until next time.